welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I'm so happy you are here with me. Today we are doing something super duper fun, and it is a collaboration with Love and Tarot. Sorry, I had a little brain fart. But anyways, yes, Love and Tarot and dear friend, and we're doing a Who Will You Marry? This is part of my 14 Days of Love that was meant to only go up to Valentine's Day, but then I haven't been as up to date with it as I like. So it's gonna be all February. You're gonna have like love readings from me, like more than that, but it's just sort of like I thought it would be fun. So this is gonna be pile one. It's gonna be pile one. This is gonna be pile two. This is going to be pile 3. This is going to be pile 4, right? So like I said, this is in collaboration with Love and Tarot. And so what I like to do is take what resonates from mine and then take what resonates from hers and then see all this like an in-depth reading, and you can actually see who you will be marrying. So that's pretty exciting. All right, so let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. Close our eyes, clear our mind, connect to our own intuition. And now as you exhale, open your eyes. I want you to choose whichever path draws you to it. I'll like show you more in detail. All right, let's do this. Friends from pile 1. So I'm very happy you are here. So in case you didn't hear my spiel at the beginning, this is in collaboration with Love and Tarot. I'm very excited to be doing this as part of my 14 Days of Love that it will be taking place in February. Pardon the background noise. I'm doing laundry. So any case, I just kind of randomly chose these. And so I don't know, this might be you, this might be them, this might be you, this might be them. It's up to you how you chose this. I'm actually going to move my microphone, so sorry if there's a little noise while I do that. Okay. And so as I was saying, it could be either or. Doesn't really matter to me. Hopefully it doesn't really matter to you either. So we have Hunter, track down your fears and desires. Seer, see beyond the current situation. Ooh, I'm excited for this one. Now, do I want to get into this? Do I want to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait and see how it all pans out. Like, these are the energies that you see. And so I feel like one of you, either or is you. And so we're going to see who this person is, and we're gonna just figure it out. So I want to do I'm gonna do the oracles first. Sorry, sometimes I like to do things in a different way. So I'm gonna actually put this person here, and I'm gonna put this person there, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay, let's put all the tarot and all the oracles out. This is my magical site oracle. It is it's coming in. It's going to go into retirement soon. So if you like it, if it calls to you, do consider getting it on Etsy. It is currently on sale, as are my personal readings. Okay, so let's see if we have this. And this is Salem Witches and the Witch Becomes Her by Love and Tarot. This is also the Who Oracle by Love and Tarot. So I'm just like Fairy Tale Oracle by Love and Tarot. Oh my goodness, this just have so many. But I really want to, like, I know it's like a lot, but I really want us to see who this person is. And there's still some more. Okay, so maybe let's leave this one until later, and then we'll just add more to it, because I don't want to, unless I can kind of maybe I can do it. Sorry, you're like, so who is this person? Well, you can kind of start to see it's taking shape, right? It's taking shape who this person is. this is my oracle. This is the Divine Intelligence Oracle by Moon Mouth Goddess. See, I have like trouble. Sometimes I have lots of brain farts. Anyways, and okay. Ooh, I like this. Okay, so let's take this all in. Can you see it more or less? Yes, I feel like you can. Maybe a little. Okay. So these ones are actually, I wanted to see what their higher self is like, you know, so that we can kind of connect to that as well. So we can move these a little bit that way. Yeah, so you can actually see it a little bit better. Okay. Okay, so for sure, one thing that we do have, like that we can see that there's a repeat here is the sense of humor. So they have a sense of humor and they have the horse. The horse seems to be the thing of that kind of draws me in there. So it's a sense of humor. So a sense of freedom, service to others, overcoming obstacles, forward momentum, loyalty, power, creativity, abundance, and sex appeal. So they have sex appeal. Yeah, and I could kind of see that. Totally sex appeal. I do think that they look at the world very differently. It's almost like yeah, like, so like how they view the world is not how everybody else views the world, and they're okay with that. They're actually think it's an important thing. They probably have a very strong sense of intuition. What else do they have? Like a strong sense of intuition. The moon cycles are especially important to them, and I feel like because of that there might be a little bit like they have the sense of so they shifted. You see how they shifted? Because of that, they might get a little confused. So the moon is very strong in them in terms of like maybe confusion, like proceeding with caution because of there's this sense of confusion of not knowing. I feel like a lot of it is like what is real and what isn't. And I mean like in what sense of it, like what is it is their actual, like, let's say, self-limiting thoughts. Are they really real? Like all these like maybe critiques that they had, are they real, or are they just their own fear being manifested? You see, so they have all these things. So I would say that there are truth seekers, right? We have life potions of vitality, youth. They might be younger than you, and they have a lot of vitality. The horse actually is also one of the animals that has a whole lot of vitality. They are very strong and have a lot of momentum forward. So I think that's important. So death, burial, sacred place. I feel like, yeah, there's like a sense here of them. Things are important to them in terms of like sacred locations. I almost feel like they travel to places like that. So they're, yeah, and look at this. They have Axis Mundi, which is heaven earth journey, going on a journey. So I don't think that they're, and again, it kind of reminds me a lot of this. It's sort of like, so I feel like this person is both focuses on earthly things, but also on very spiritual things. So this is what I'm seeing for them. And so like it's sort of like they're in between these two worlds. They have skill for, so they are, oh, and look at this, they travel. So there is a lot of travel for them, a lot of motion. I feel like there is a lot of motion for them too. So travel is important. Okay, so we have invitation, social gathering. They're very social, and I think even if they aren't, they sort of, people are just attracted to them because they have the sense of humor. They have wisdom that they've learned through their own difficulties, right? And I want to say like higher communication. Yeah, like I feel like they do try to get higher communication. And I do think that they like to write. So maybe they keep a journal or something like that. We do have adaptable, versatile, intelligent. They're very intelligent. Yeah, so I can tell that as well. And they're versatile in terms of they look at things, again, different perspective, they shift to see what like perspective, try to find the answers. They have a lot of courage. I do think they have patience too, and again, momentum, like forward momentum. There seems to be like emotion to them. There's a sense of like expansion and perseverance, and sort of that's kind of their higher self. That's where that's kind of leading them. Like I do feel like they're trying to expand, they're trying to gain more knowledge. For me, this is like such an air sign. Air sign, could be sword, but a lot of air. Well, a sword would be air, so yeah, a lot of air energy in this. I don't know why I'm like, yeah, there's like this expansion principle in learning new things, invoke the divine. Yes, and like I said, they are very much like, they do care about the worldly, but they're also very much focused on the spiritual as well. See what we have in terms of the tarot. A lot of movement. Six of Swords, yeah. The friends. I do really feel like, I think they just attract people. Like, they're very social, which is funny because at the same time that they're social, I think they also have, they need their alone time as well to think things through. Moon. Wow, the moon, it comes out again. So yes, yes, yes. See, I like, the more I'm seeing this, the more it's shaping, and I can actually see how these two actually play into this. So we do have the Six of Swords, yeah. We do have momentum. We do have, like, they are people's friends. People are just attracted to them, want to fear. But like I said, there's a sense of the moon here playing a vital role to them. And I think they have, like, they have to face their own fears often. And then try to understand, is this a legitimate fear, or is this something that's coming out from something else? Oh, look at that. They have the Hangman, which makes a lot of sense, right? Like, again, they see things from a whole different perspective. And here we do have the Three of Swords. So, and the Three of Swords here, actually, it's not even like, I don't see the heart. It's more like there's a disorganization. I feel like there's more of, I think, trying to come to harmony with their own emotions and fears. Like, I think to me, that's why I was thinking about this. I'm like, it makes a lot of sense because they track down your fears and desires. And so it's like they have to face their fears. And there's a lot of, I think they go through a lot of fears, especially because it's like the moon seems to play an important role. And so they might also be a water sign, I guess, then, yeah. So, and then and this also makes a lot of sense to me here. Like, I'm saying it could be that you are one or the other, but the seer is like, sees beyond the current situation. Yes, they look for things from, like, that perspective of the Hangman, which I really think is important. And then they kind of move forward here with this, like, I love that you have, like, they have these four major arcanas, that it kind of makes sense. And then the Fool is like moving forward. Like, they have this, like, it's part of that sense of humor. It's part of the horse energy where they have forward momentum. It's like, I almost want to say they can't be kept down. They just have to, I almost see somebody's legs just moving all the time because they have this energy that just needs to come out. There's just need to be moving forward. Again, the horse here, the sun, whereas like the joy that's coming from it, right? There's like movement. There's joy in this movement. Six of Cups, I think that there is a lot of like, I think they learned a lot when they were kids. I also feel like it might be like, again, they might be younger than you. Just because I see like there's a bit of an age difference between these two. So there might just be like somebody who's a little bit younger than you are. So let's actually use our charms to get a little bit more information. But I think like this is pretty good. I do like it. Let's see. This might give us what are we looking for? Could just give us initials and the such. Okay. Ooh, a lot came out. Which is funny. Actually, the first thing I kind of saw was this, which was like, yep, they have to move. They have like they're on the move, my friends. They are on the move. And nothing holds them down. I really like that. Music might be important. They do need to express their feelings, emotions creatively. I don't think they may write about it too. They don't necessarily, and maybe this is why we have the writing here. Oh wow, that's pretty intense. Yeah. So the writing is actually how they get their emotions. So maybe they write songs. So that's how they release a lot of this pent up emotions that they have. They have I don't know, math. They might also like math. I don't know why that just came in here. I can, yeah. They feel like they can. They're like, again, wings here, angels. But for me, it feels like this person is such an air energy. It's not even funny. It's like they just have to keep going forward. The tree of life. Again, I feel like there's a sense of, they do see cycles. They see like, I feel like they understand things, or they try to understand the cycles of life in general. This is their playfulness, because they are playful. They do have like that full energy, and they also have that sense of humor. So there's a sense of that, which I don't think they show everybody, or maybe they do, but not really. And then there's Y. So my T or Y, I think they might be. Oh, oh yeah, look at them. They're hard workers. The bees, they're very much hard workers. I was wondering about that. Oh, and then there's also a G. So, is there anything else now? I was wondering about this bow. So I feel like they have to, like, they don't like loose ends. They have to, like, everything has to be tied together. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like, they have to go through everything. Oh, look at that. When they fall hard. And so there might be a situation where you might be like in a third party, or this might actually be there was like love at first sight. And again, though, there's a sense of like one is younger and the other one's older. Like there's an age difference in this connection. So I hope you like this reading. Like I said, please go check out V Love and Tarot's other, like, you know, like, since it's a collaboration, sort of like together we make a clear picture for you. So that's how I like to look at it. So go check out her reading as well. And just thank you so much for being here. If you did like this, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing. It helps my channel grow, and it actually keeps me coming back for more. And if you know me, I kind of go off sometimes. And it's just, yeah, it makes me smile, and I'm really grateful just even for reading this. I actually enjoyed this a lot. Let me know if you actually know who this person is, if you already are aware of them, or if somebody who's completely new and you're just like, ooh, excited about meeting them. So thank you. Like I said, and if you do want a personal reading, I do have them on Etsy. They are currently on sale. If you like any of my oracles, they're also on sale on Etsy as well. And there's Reiki there as well for like healing or for love, whatever it is, you know, that you need. So thank you again, and I hope to see you in the next one. And until then, I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Friends from Pile 2, in case you didn't hear the spiel at the beginning, this is in collaboration with Be Love and Tarot. So please go check out her reading once you're done here. And just thank you so much for being here. It really does mean a lot to me. It really, really does. Okay, so how I'm looking at this is that either you're this energy or you're this energy, right? And so, and the person you're going to marry is the opposite one. Does that make sense? So you chose this one. So let's look at it. The Mirror Guardian. So take time to reflect. Trader, exchange energy for create abundance. So I'm feeling like artistic for this one, and I'm also actually feel like you're both artists in some sort of way. Yeah, very much so. But let's actually get into this. I want to see the oracles, and like what I like to do with group 1 was that I actually kind of started to see how it all shaped into why these two cards were there. So we're gonna do first the oracle. So you might be twin flames, my friends. Breakthrough. And so excuse the background noise. I of course decided as a genius thing to do was to actually do the laundry, so I have to kind of get that done. All right, and so let's do this. Ooh, interesting. And so these are all oracle decks. These are mine. These are from Be Love and Tarot, and these are going to be retiring soon. So if you like them, please do, you know, go check it out on Etsy. I'm actually going to put all the oracle cards. I'm sorry. I'm like making sure everything fits. So as you hear me talk and jammer as I get all these cards, but look, whatever card kind of pulls you in, that might be something that's important for you to know. Like, It might be something that's calling to you. Like, sort of like, oh, that's going to be important for moving forward. Okay. Oh, yes. Interesting. So this person seems like they're a bit volatile and not in a bad way. The Scorpio is there, so it's passionate, driven, perceptive, emotional, like sacrificing, determined, secretive. I do think that they're a bit secretive. And they're also, it's like their intense energy here. They have courage, aggression, sex, action, desire, competition, courage, and passion, conflict. So I do feel like what I'm going to say too is that they are ambitious. That's what I'm going to say. They're ambitious and very much very sexual, very like sexy time kind of thing. I do feel like that's an important thing. I do think they have that, like, I like this fieriness to them with this tiger, but then they also have the water element. So maybe that might just be a combination that they have in there. But one thing that I see is, okay, so I feel like they kind of go through extremes a little bit here with a breakthrough and then apathy. So it almost feels like they get themselves all pumped up, right? They just get all like excited and motivated and they just want to do lots of stuff. And then they go through phases where it's like procrastination, kind of just like, but more or less like, right? They could be into technology. That in 90s, they might have been born in the 90s or grown up in the 90s. I feel like I did say that you're both artists in some way. I feel like they're like a strong sense of acting. I don't know why. The entertainment also could be, oh well, the performing arts. Yes. Oh my goodness, it was like right there in front of me, and that's why I'm saying just look at this. We have the Egyptian witch, which is ancient wisdom, mythology, deities. I think they are. I think they like mythology, actually. That's what I'm kind of seeing. So Crystal Witch, they also have earth medicine, energy, and protection. For me, it's more of this. It's interesting because I feel like, so that, okay, that explains it. Thank you. Like there's a sense of like they gather a lot of energy from the earth. Like, so they like nature is something that they kind of like, they need nature. They're even just a little bit of nature. That's where they recharge. That's what I'm kind of seeing here. Yeah, like there's a desire also to like learn about this nostalgia. So learning about the ancient cultures, learning about ancient things for them. So we have this person might be older, with the 50s or older. I just feel like either that or you will grow up, like your marriage will be in such a way that you're actually going to grow old together, in terms of like you're not gonna like break up, which is, that's cool. I like that too. And so we have self-trust, tiger, inner guidance, leaps of faith, willpower, personal strength, clairvoyance, healing, and passion. And clairvoyance here kind of seems like here, the frog, we have transformation, changeability, psychic channel, creative abundance. Again, the creative abundance, where is this? Yeah, creative abundance. And then performing arts. I think that's something that's where they get it. So deep unconscious, vocal expression, singing, and sound healing. So maybe they might be into singing, leaps of insight. Ooh, there's a lot of like leaps. So there's a lot of like movement in terms of like they go from one thing to the other. They kind of just, there's a lot of like creative energy, because I feel like, yeah, their solar plexus. Yes. So this is actually the Divine Intelligence Oracle by Mumat Goddess. And so what I was looking is their higher self. So they have a lot of like, I think, confidence. I was going to say a little bit of pride, but confidence and pride and things, that's sort of what they're developing. But then there's the crown chakra. They also have a lot of insights, a lot of like psychic abilities as well. Right. And so I like to see how it is that we're doing. So now we have the water fountain. So this is a flow of consciousness, rejuvenation, and feel heart. No, it's a flow of consciousness. So I feel like they must get a lot of like downloads and the rejuvenation, again, it's sort of like they need nature and possibly just water nature, but I feel like in nature in general, just to recharge and rejuvenate, and they do need to take, like, there's people who can go for a long time without it. No, they need it kind of constantly. They need that presence of earth energy. A bright future, magnificent themselves. No, I feel like they see a bright future. They want a bright future. They also, I feel like they do like fancier quality of things. They like that a lot. And we have family. So family might be a very important thing. Coexistence, tradition. So tradition seems like it's important to them as well. But like for me, it's sort of like, again, nature is what is calling me here. Yeah, I feel like nature is what kind of drives them a lot. And maybe family, yeah, like the traditions of family, like the past. I think like they really like to look at all this. Oof. Very like this person might, and it's funny because I feel like they do go through those two things. And but I can even see like the love is strong, attraction will be strong. This person's attractive, and like they do have a sense of like wanting financial abundance here. Like it, like they do like opulence. This is, and they're not ashamed to be opulent. Like they're not ashamed of it at all. Yeah, so I feel like that's important, but they also have this other side to them where it's like they like to learn of ancient cultures or ancient wisdom because it provides them with something else. Interesting. Okay. The King of Wands came out twice. Oh, seriously. Okay. The King of Wands just came out twice. Yeah. So I feel like leadership. And that's the tiger, but I mean, that's the lion, but totally could be the tiger here. And so I feel like, yeah, they have this, and here with the Five of Wands, there's a sense of competition. There's a sense of wanting to go higher and higher and higher and higher. They do kind of feel like there's maybe they don't show themselves. Family, again, 10 of Pentacles, family is very important to them. The moon, I actually, when I saw the moon, it was more like a tower kind of. For me, that's sort of what I'm like. The breakthrough for me is that they go through like tower moments, and not just tower moments, but a sense of like creation moments. Like I feel like I have to like move forward, but then there's the sense where I feel like they must have like either burned, like they burn out or something, and then they have to just kind of like have that sense of apathy, and maybe that's the moon. I feel like maybe they are very secretive, because we do have secretive here with this, with the Scorpio. So they might just be secretive. They like to keep things, secret. I mean, that's the whole definition of secretive. But I mean, it's sort of like, it's not that they're doing anything wrong or bad, but they just like to keep everything inside while they try to manifest it. Does that make sense? They have the World here. And I feel like the world to them is, well, I do feel like they do like to travel a lot. Like maybe just a sense of emotion that they have. But I feel like it's like they want knowledge from all over. And I do think that even they want to be on top of the world. Like they have a sense of like grandiose that they want. Does that make sense? They want something substantial. They don't just want to live a life that's like blah. They want something greater. They want something, yeah, they want to be the King of Wands. Like, and even, I think even then they still want to be like the Emperor, and that's sort of what it is. But again, we do have this Judgment coming here, and I feel like, so they have this earthly desires, but then they have this wanting to have more knowledge, wanting to know more. And I feel like that wisdom that they're looking from the past is to help them like achieve more than not just physically, not just materially, but like greater, more than that. I just realized this was not filming, is it? Okay. I was like, oh my goodness, it's only filming. I was like, oh. All right, now we're gonna do the, oh, sorry, I'm clumsy today. Oh, sometimes you're just clumsy. I'm so clumsy sometimes. Okay, let's try to see if I can get you level. There we go. All right, and that was just because I was trying to like do the pins and charms and not try to make it too loud for you. So let's see what we have. What else? Who is collective of group 2 gonna get married to? Oh, we have lots of stuff. Oh, look at that. Oh, and you have the heart. I do feel like this is gonna be like there's gonna be a lot of love in this marriage. Why do I think that? It's just like the 10 of Pentacles. It's gonna like family means a lot to them, and it's sort of like the love is just strong here. We have the happily ever after moment here, which is the little thing here, and look at that. We have angels are watching over you, and so that's kind of maybe something that they have. Angels, they believe in angels. A button. I feel like they're it's like something that is not quite done yet, but they're working on getting it done. I see like, yeah, like a missing piece here, and I don't know why, they're trying to put something together. I feel like they're trying to find that balance here. I do think that they have this like toxic me versus me. So they have like this because they have a lot of ambition. But the thing is that they burn themselves out with their ambition, and so their worst, I think, enemy is themselves. And it's also like it's also like this, not the drive, but the ambition to like that leads them to such extremes. We have Z, we have L, we have B, we have S, we have R. What else is there? Oh, what's this? Like a little star. Oh, that's so cute. A little happy star. Yeah, I think they don't like, they forget to actually give themselves credit for the things that they accomplished, right? So it's sort of like, that's like they've accomplished a lot, but they're just always like it. They aren't satisfied because of their great ambition. I think that's why it's me versus me. And then we have like slowly but surely. I think that's something they're needing to learn, because I think they have the car. So I feel like they try to go too fast sometimes, and they have to find this balance between going too fast and going slow, rather taking their time to actually enjoy what they're doing. We have H, and we have Z or N. And do I have anything else? There's an S as well. And then I feel like they like to be in charge for sure. But at the same time, like I think one of those things that they need to learn is to also let go of their need to control situations and things. They do have, like, I can see things. I would say like this is they have foresight. Maybe that's what I would say. Let's see, which one is 30? I'm gonna actually look it up so it makes sense. Someone's watching you, watched by a higher power. Oh, maybe that's what it is. So maybe they're being guarded by angels. Closer look. I think that made more sense. Like, but I do think that they have maybe they with this Seven of Swords, it's sort of what's calling me. It's sort of like they don't, for some reason, they don't like to be seen. Although they have a lot of ambition and they want to do, but there's certain things of aspect that they don't want others to see. I feel like maybe they have the very strong like intuition. They have like maybe psychic visions with the moon. That makes sense, and they don't want others to know, or like they don't themselves believe in it. So maybe you're going to help them, because I do feel like you are showing them. And I do like this. You see how they kind of make sense. So take the time to reflect. I don't think they take the time to reflect really. They just go from too much to apathy, and then they have a lot of ambition with this, and exchange energy for creative abundance. I get this though. They are definitely motivated for that, and to be and also to be acknowledged. But again, when they're acknowledged, they don't actually take it in. They just kind of go like, oh, okay, and on to the next thing. So I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing. Please go check out V11 Tarot's, because I like to think about it as like I have part here and then she has another part, and then together you have a real good picture of who you're going to get married to. So thank you so much. Like I said, it really does mean a lot to me that I'm able to read your cards. If you want a personal reading, I do have them on Etsy. They are on sale, or you can contact me directly. Either way is fine. And or if you want Reiki, that's also available to you, as well as my oracles are on sale on Etsy. So thank you so much for being here. Until I see you in the next one, I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Hello, my friends from Group 3. So, in case you didn't hear the spiel at the beginning, this is in collaboration with V11 Tarot. So, check, take what resonates from my reading and take what resonates from her, and you have a full in-depth reading of who you will marry. And so, so please go check out her video. All right, so this is how I thought about this. I made it so that it's either this is your energy and this is their energy, or this is your energy and this is their energy. It doesn't really matter. And what I'm liking to do is actually seeing how it all kind of comes together with everything else. And so that's what I'm kind of doing. Like normally I would just like go into each one, but I'm like, this reading has been a little bit different. So we're going to start with this, with all the oracles. Okay, there's a lot of love. Right off the bat, we have love. This is mine, and this ones are from V11 Tarot. So we're going to try to get everything in here as much as we can, so we can actually see, get a clear picture of this person. Okay. Let's see. I'm like, I'll probably have to move you down a little bit. Okay. Okay. Sorry that there's a lot of noise in the background. I, of course, had to do laundry. Okay, so we got all this. And I'll talk about all this. So right off, what do I want to say? Like, okay. Sorry. It kind of comes to me as like how I wanted to do it. So I feel like this person is one of those people who kind of private space, high honor, because I actually feel like they kind of pull their energy when they're struggling, and they go through struggle. So this person is more of a person like, if they're going through some sort of tough time, they actually like will pull their energy. So that's something for you to just be aware of. That it's nothing personal. This is just how they do it. They just pull their energy and kind of, isolate themselves. I do feel like there's a sense here of, like they go through their introverted here, like they're solitary. Oh, wow. Oh, seriously, right there. It was telling us, like, yeah, they do. But it's in particularly, so they're introverted, but I don't actually think that they're like they have an energy of introversion, but I don't feel that could be it. I just know that for sure they pull their energy when they're struggling. They're like, they just, they don't communicate with that. That's just something you should need to know. But it's not a bad thing at all. I do think that they have, and I guess I could have read this. So the high priest is the intend and create, and then the heart guardian, love and let yourself be loved. And so love, I think, so this person, how do I could totally see this in manga or anime, in terms of like there's this person's usually hard to reach. Right? You need the special key, and then you're going to have that special key. I do feel like you're going to open up their heart. So you're also the one who might actually get them out of the castle. You might actually get them out of their, where they kind of hold themselves up, and instead be like, hey, instead of like struggling on this by yourself, like let's come together and come up with a solution. So yeah, there, I feel like with this handling affairs with care, cleanliness, but concealing true intentions, I think they conceal like not their true intentions, but rather they conceal the struggle. They just don't want people to like yeah, they just don't let people in. They also have a lot of creativity here. We have awakened creativity, and this is, they're kind of like their higher self here talking. This is the divine intelligence oracle. So there's the sense of creating, and here we have the spider with creativity again. Feminine power, patience, persistence, emotional awareness, allure, networking, strategic wealth attraction. I actually think it is do think the creativity, but I also feel like sometimes I feel like they might manipulate not wanting to, but that's just something it is. And we also have like intend and create. So creating is very important to them, but they do have a procrastination. I feel like they procrastinate when they feel overwhelmed. That's also what I'm saying. Very like they seem like nice guys, helpful. I'm also kind of seeing the zombie when they're like I just feel like they make themselves go all the way out till when they're just kind of like barely. Again, I'm seeing a lot of manga and anime, so maybe they like manga or like playing video games. It's sort of like just I see it like if you actually know you when there's like a character who's been doing something and then you kind of show them all like zombie or like all dusty and everything, you're like they do have, I really do think that they're a nice guy. They do have this like night protection, honor, and so but you see they also neglect their own needs. That's actually something where I think they have to learn how to rest. I feel like you're going to teach them about learning how to rest, and you're going to teach them about love. They do have great endurance, like sports and fitness. So sports and fitness matters to them. I do think that like this is like says tan complexion, and maybe that is true, but what I'm seeing for me, it's almost like they don't really want people to see them when they're weak, which is so funny. I'm just like, oh, but you're going to be able to see them that way. So they want people to always see them as somebody who has a lot of vitality, as a lot of life force, which I think they do in general. But I think a little bit like they do like don't like it when people see them struggle or they're having trouble. They here we go again. 6,000. We have health, work, service, health, vitality, healing, pets, hygiene, and apparently they might even here with the cleanliness again. They might have a little bit of OCDs with cleanliness. So that might just be for some of you. So they might like that. They might like routines as well. But I feel like there's a sense of like either maybe they don't like showing that they have to rest. They don't like they think that might be a weakness, like they have to keep going. So they have a sense Libra here. We have fairness, charming. Yeah, I do feel like they're charming, harmonious, diplomatic, possibly diplomatic as well. Easygoing nature. Yeah, friendly again. There's a nice guy. Polished again. Polished, that might be with cleanliness. So something like they like to be presentable. A bit indecisive. I don't think they're indecisive. I just think, or maybe the indecisive comes why they are procrastinating. They procrastinate some stuff. I just think they burn themselves out and then they can't move forward afterwards. Third eye chakra. Let us know that I feel like so they can see things. And so they might use their third eye chakra for creating things, but I almost feel like they can kind of sense things. They have that intuition or psychic ability. Let's see, Two of Swords. Yeah, so indecision does play a big role here for them. Two of Swords seems to be Three of Swords. So they might have been hurt in the past. Again, but they don't ever show this. They don't ever show like the hurt. They don't show the things that they have, all these other things. Nine of Swords. They don't show the Nine of Swords. Look at that. Okay, so they don't show they don't like their worries. They don't show all their worries. They just keep it inside and they struggle. Like silent screams inside. I think you're going to bring that all out of them. But they have to me, like they have a pure heart. They're really willing to actually, I think, sacrifice for others. And again, the star is sort of like they need healing. They need to learn how to heal. They need to learn how to like not burn themselves out. I think again, creative force, they might be younger with the night energy here, so they might be a little younger. And I guess with the high priestess, you can actually say they like, it does feel like they're psychic of some kind. Eight of Pentacles, again, really hardworking. That's what they kind of do all the time. We're like, we're gonna work, but they enjoy it. It's not like it's something that they don't enjoy doing. It's just, I feel like they work themselves until they're like zombie. Like like if you actually see manga, you would totally see what I'm seeing in my head. 10 of Cups, though, there's a sense of happiness and fulfillment. And I really do want to say that they are happy people, and they go through all these emotions and everything. But what I was gonna say to you, I feel like this connection is very special because it's like you unlock their heart. You actually show them what, like, it's important to rest because you care about them so much. You just like, hey, you're not taking care of yourself, and you're somebody that's really important to me, and that, you know, like please take care of yourself. And I feel like they understand that. And then so I do feel like your connection is one of the, and marriage will be like an Ace of Cups. That's the beginning, but it moves all the way to this fulfillment of 10 of Cups. So that's what I'm seeing here. It's almost like you help them heal all this pain that they've gone through, and then I also feel like you help them with all their worries and all that they keep suppressing and keep trying to like pretend it's not there. You're like, no, let's you know, like, let's solve this problem together. And so I feel like that's the energy that you give them. So it's a very lovely energy here. Let's go ahead and see. I'm going to use the charms to see any other details that we see. Okay. Ooh. Okay, there's a whole lot. I wasn't going for so many, but hey, sometimes that's what we have. Let's see. I feel like you make them smile. So when I was saying about the manga and also like the anime, it's like there's a character who's kind of like either a loaf. Like it reminds me a lot of Yamada level 99, which is the thing. Sorry, my little buddy. Hey man, what are you doing, sir? Yeah, he decided that he's going to complain a little bit. So I feel like you're going to bring out their smile. That not everybody sees their smile. So to me, it's like 2 of Cups, or maybe 2 is another thing. Sailing the Caribbean. So maybe they might be from the Caribbean, the East Caribbean. Yeah, that's true. Is there any with the swords? You might have a Libra, but we also have like this air sign. But to me, it seems like, how do I think of them? I don't know why I think of them more as a water element. We also have LQH, T, and then like the L is kind of beaten up. We have Y. Let's do all this. We have X, so maybe they might be your X. Oh my goodness, the spider came out twice. That's crazy. We have a Z or an N. We have a W or an M. We have a Q. That's 2 Qs. I feel like lots of questions. Maybe you'll have a lot of questions for them. M or W again. So maybe mirroring some things, qualities. See that. Make sure that there's nothing. Oh no, there's more. X again. So I do feel like, and Q again. Wow, there's a lot of different things here. There's repetition. So there's synchronicities is what I'm seeing here. Made with love. So yeah, and I love you. Look, I love you infinitely. I really do think that this is a special kind of connection. I did think it was possibly like Cupid we have here. So Cupid kind of puts this together. So divinely done. I think you have the key to their heart and also the key to their blooming and blossoming. The spider here with the drama here, but it's sort of like a wish fulfillment. So I feel like you are a wish come true. Again, you're the star that kind of helps them heal, which is funny because it's like I'm trying to find out about them, but they're showing me a lot about you, of like how this will come together and like what you provide them with. The smile, sexy lips, they like those things about you. Blooming and blossoming, yeah, you help them bloom. It's like I like, if you actually, like I'm telling you, it's like the anime or manga character, which is like all kind of reserved. It's like kind of detached, not emotional. And then they meet this like the person who like the heroine that she's like totally like, you know, friendly, and somehow brings them out of that shell. And I feel like that's the kind of thing I'm seeing for both of you. So that I think is really funny. So let's see what the 29 says here. 29, trickster, creative. Again, very creative. I actually don't think that they actually acknowledge how creative they are. I think you're gonna bring that out, all of them. Yeah, so be happy, speak what's in your heart, so you'll help them speak in their heart. And I do feel like, look at this, they're overall like there's a sense of peace and happiness that they find with you. All right, there's the sun energy here. I feel like that. And look at this, it's sort of like, again, create. I love art, but there's a sense of creation that they just need to, you know, go through here. And then we have like the moped. I think it's, again, the night. So to me, it's like a younger energy because it's like the night again. It's not the car, it's the night. And maybe it's just like, maybe financially they're going to struggle a little bit financially. And so, but you're both going to be quite happy, I just think. Yeah, so like quite happy. Both of you are together. Yay! So I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing. Please go check out V Love and Tarot's like other parts, so you have like a full in-depth and reading of like who it is that you're going to get married to. See what synchronicities are between the readings. Let me know also if this reading, if you actually know the person who this reading is about. That would be, I like to know these things as well. So, and just thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. If you do want a personal reading, they're on sale right now on Etsy, or if you want Reiki, also available, also on sale on Etsy, like for creativity, for healing, for whatever it is. There's a lot of things, and if you like my oracles, they're on sale there as well. There's a lot of things. But thank you so much for being here. I hope you do come back and see me again, visit with me again. And until then, I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Love, my friends from group 4. So thank you so much for being here, my friends. And just in case you didn't hear the spiel at the beginning, this is in collaboration with V Love and Tarot, so please go check out her reading and then take what resonates from mine, take what resonates from hers, and then just have yourself an in-depth reading. Okay, so you chose these two beautiful cards, and so the way I thought about it, it would be that this might be their energy and this might be your energy, or this might be their energy and this might be your energy. And I'll just read the cards, but what I'm actually noticing is that everything else kind of leads us to these two things. So I'm actually kind of seeing how it demonstrates in the reading. I hope that makes sense. So Shaolin Master, so be graceful in movement and action. And then you have Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. So there's some things. This one's going to be, I think, an interesting one. It's an interesting reading, I could tell. So let's actually first see all the oracle cards. Let's see, what is this person? Who is this who you're going to marry? Okay. So the door to hope, the door to the past. We have adjust. Okay. We have Tama Witch, which is free will, true path, alignment. Witch. Okay. And then we have closet. Okay. Let's see what are the stuff. Maybe I might move you up a little bit there, just because I have a lot of oracle cards. So these are my oracles, and these are V Love and Tarot oracles, and you can find them both on Etsy. So interesting. I have a lot of things coming through here. I wonder if it'll come. I'll move everything up. Okay, so there you have this. So that we have more. Wait, sorry. Okay. element, Venus. And then this is their higher self, sacred chakra, and focus and discipline. So maybe I'll just move a little bit this way. Okay. So, what do we want to say? The past seems to be important to them. I do think, or maybe you met them in the past. The lessons, I feel like there's in the door to the past. So like the past is very important to them. But they're also like, even though the past is there, they acknowledge it. They're also very optimistic about what's to come. And so that is something I actually feel like they're optimistic. They don't, like, let's see, with the sensitivity, creative, agile, intellect, inner space, intuition. For me, it's more of, I do think that they have a high intellect. So like they're very intellectual. Air sign, yeah, lots of like an actual, they like to solve problems, and maybe that's why they're also multilingual, because I feel like they like to use their brains a lot, but they're also like very much optimistic. Like you see that balloon with the smile. I think they just are optimistic in general. I do think that they're able to adjust even in situations are hard. They have this grace to them. I feel like, yeah, the graceful. There's a sense of grace of how they adjust to things. They're willing to realign. We do have heritage. I think that might be they're very attached to their heritage, the door to the past. There's something that connects them to the past. I do think that there is. So there's the closet, watching, hiding, jump scare. And again, there's like something with doors. They have a thing with doors. So like the past, it feels like it's there. They might step into it sometimes, but this one is closed while this one is ajar. Like, and so there's a sense there of like, they're looking for things like optimism. Like they're very optimistic. They do feel like they close off certain things. So what I'm going to say to you is, whenever things, so let's say something doesn't work out, or like relationships or like friendships and everything, they're willing to close that door. And I feel like it's not even hiding or jumping. It's sort of like they close doors. Makes sense. It still could be that they think about it, but I almost feel like they kind of like stop thinking about it, really. Like they don't focus on it. Does that make sense? They sort of like, okay, that's over, so now we're moving on to this part, and they just kind of close it. So it's sort of like they close out the chapter and they just kind of like start something new. I'm like, I don't know if I'm actually saying it the way I want it to come out. So horse, carriage, so moving ahead. Yeah, and there's like a sense of them wanting to move ahead. Door to hope. And it's funny because it's the door to hope, but for me it was the door to hope in the future. Like there's a sense of optimism, adventure, escaping the mundane world. So maybe maybe they have an escapist kind of thing. Like I think if they don't like something, they might just avoid it. That's sort of what I'm getting there. Diamond earrings, so expensive taste, luxury, living beyond their means. No, I actually think what I'm seeing with the earrings, I actually feel like it's not, they are actually willing to give that to like those they care about. They're willing to give them gifts, and it's not cheap gifts but expensive gifts. Loyalty, I do feel like they have loyalty, companionship. There's a sense of loyalty that I think, and again, it's almost like they're always trying to find the balance in like situations that aren't balanced at all. Trying to always be in alignment. fixed. So stubborn, organized, attached, doer, momentum. I think they are doers, and part of like the doing is sort of like, okay, that didn't work out. We kind of just close that chapter and we move forward. It's like that's the kind of energy that they have. They have Venus, so attraction, love, relationship, art, beauty. So maybe they like things that are very beautiful, and not only do they like it, but they like to give gifts that are what they think would be beautiful to those they care about. And harmony, yeah, like there's a sense of alignment, wanting this alignment, and so they have focus and discipline. And we do have that like doer, like that's the focus and discipline. And then there's the sacred chakra, and that's actually, I feel like these two are like these echoing this fixed energy and this Venus energy. So sacral, creating, but there's also a sense of intimacy that is there as well. Let's see what other things we can see. Oh, this is actually interesting. And the Emperor, yeah, again, doer. Like there's an essence of doing, but again, not showing, not wanting to express. And sometimes like I almost want to say like, okay, there's these worries, but it's sort of like they put a door on it. Like they were like, okay, we're just closing that. It's not that they deal with it. It's sort of just like they kind of just close it and like, we're not going to focus on that. Does that make sense? I do think it does. Ace of Pentacles. We have the Judgment card. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Ten of Swords. And so it's interesting because I feel like the Four of Cups, again, sometimes they aren't aware of like things that are being offered to them. And they're not aware of it. It's because I feel like they're too focused on like, okay, I have to do this and this and this. Like there's a sense of like, of being fixed, of like, okay, this has to like, they have a plan for themselves. And I feel like they miss out on certain opportunities because of that. They do have here we have the Nine of Wands. They do have perseverance. I'm definitely that. But there also seems to be kind of like a wall, but it's not a wall. It's actually a door between them and others. They don't let people in as easily as one would think. Yeah, and it's interesting because it's sort of like unlock the magic within, and sort of like everything has been locked up behind a door. So and here it's sort of like this is the door. This is like being locked up, but there's still worries. There's still like being tied up in a sense. Here we have the Judgment. And so I feel like that is, if you actually see, these are all coffins, and people are actually coming out of the coffins. These are like, that's what I feel. So this could be that maybe you'll meet them. Like you might have, like, this might be somebody you had a relationship and then they're coming back again. But what I to me, it seems like a lot of their thing is that they just keep blocking things, but then all those things kind of have to be resurfaced, and they resurface again. They do have a great sense of like intuition. They have the owl coming twice here. They're just like, they can foresee things. Isn't that interesting for me? The Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's a sense of detachment here as well. And again, even the Four of Cups is sort of like a detachment, not really noticing this love that's being offered, not noticing this Ace of Pentacles, or even the Ten of Cups. They could be really happy, but if you actually see, they were sort of like, they kind of they kind of put a door. Everything's compartmentalized. I can't say it. Everything has a compartment for them. This Queen of Swords looks at things from a higher perspective too, in terms of like very detached, like, okay, but wanting to like, yeah, that's the problem solving. And this is even here, the emperor is a problem solving too. In order to problem solve, they kind of like take away their emotions out of things. And even the 10 of swords, I feel like other people might be jealous of this person. They were hurt in the past, and maybe that's why they have, like, they put doors to get in. So I feel like you're going to need to kind of go through doors, not jump through hoops, but rather they're going to open up the different levels of themselves, like as if doors were like, you know, like one layer, and that's one door, one, until they kind of are able to finally reach this 10 of cups and fulfillment. They keep that, like, they're optimistic, but they don't really show it. Like, they don't want people to actually see it too much, maybe because they were hurt in the past. So I do kind of see it. So graceful movement and action. So I feel like they're slow moving. They're not gonna just act rashly. They'll try to think things through, and then like, yeah, and everything is like a puzzle. So everything is looked at as a puzzle. Even I think relationships are like a puzzle. They're trying to figure things out, but in a detached manner, which is interesting, because once they love very strongly. They also like are very passionate, like passionate, especially in terms of yeah, sexy times. All right, let's see what charms we can get for you, so we know who this person is. Oh boy. Okay. So camera, maybe they like to take pictures, and so they value like the moments, like, so they'll take pictures to keep for the memories. Again, like door to the past, but that doesn't mean that they destroy the door. It's sort of like they just, you know, close it off. They might remember it from time to time, Monday through Friday. I don't know why that's a thing. So maybe they work like they have just a regular job. MF G. Sorry. I'm just trying to get all those Q. The Qs are just really like have been coming out today. N or Z. Oh, look at that. Perspective. Maybe they actually, I feel like they like, do they wear glasses? They might wear glasses actually, and they might like photography as well. But I also feel like sometimes that's their costume. Like they're a superhero, like, oh, they go from like, you know, like they just put on the glasses and they're different. And oh yeah, they have you versus you. It's interesting that they have, I think themselves, I think they can be their own worst enemy too sometimes. Celebrate, but we won't just have the break. So there's like a missing part here. Music, very important, maybe. We also have, I think, like I said, for me, the sandwich is actually like the layers. They might be a foodie, I'm not saying that, and they might like to actually bake and cook and stuff, but it's also, for me, it's like the different layers of them. It's sort of like you have to unlock them, like little by little. Each door is an unlocking. Here we have the cat. I do think that maybe they keep things like I said, keep things to themselves, like are very quiet, but when they're happy, they're very content. Like, you know, like they're just, if they let you in, they're very snuggly, they're very like gentle, very loving. There's a sense of them needing to finally like unlock some of their like actually speaking their truth. So maybe this Queen of Swords is finally like, maybe the unlocking the magic within is actually opening themselves up to actually be able to speak the truth, because I do feel like part of their thing is that they use the doors, like the you know, putting everything in compartments and locking the doors and everything as a way to deal with the 10 of Swords, right? So that's how they a coping mechanism. Thank you. And that's what they use. So I think you're going to open it up, but it'll take some time. So there's like a communication. Again, there's like a need for communication. And there, like here we have the telephone. So communicating, I think, first, I think this is how you're going to communicate. So you might just have online first, so it's not like you might meet through a dating site, or like it could be through friends, but you're just gonna communicate a lot through the phone. It's important coming through. And then they'll kind of be looking forward to your calls. I think that's something else as well. Yeah, like magical wisdom, intuition, that it seems like that's like, I think a lot of it, they know things are going to happen. I even feel like they knew that they were going to be hurt. And maybe their intuition kind of scares them. Like it kind of binds them. They're like, oh, I know all these things that are happening. But they don't know how to like control it or how to like use it. And so they can see things that don't necessarily they want to see. And so I think maybe with you and with your guidance, you're going to help them be able to free themselves and actually appreciate their own intuition and their own like ability to see. So maybe they actually have this like sight, psychic sight, and then they just don't want to see it. It's like, it's understandable. Not everybody does want to see that, but you're going to be helping them with that a lot. A lot. And I feel like that's where the judgment comes to. You're going to help them awaken to that. And I feel like it's almost like opening it up. So they might just be like all this intuition and all this thing, they just lock it up and they just put it like in a closet or in a door. There's a door, and you're going to help them unlock it and see like, hey, look, this is all part of you. So I do quite like that. It is very, 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 very nice. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing. Please also go check out V Love and Tarot's. That's part of hers, since it's a collaboration. So together they make a whole like in-depth reading for you. So please do consider that. And if you do want a personal reading, I do have them on sale on Etsy. I also have, you could also contact me directly. I also have Reiki and my oracles up on Etsy as well. So thank you so much for being here. It really does mean a lot to me. And I hope you have a super duper wonderful rest of your day. And until I see you in the next one, sending you lots of love and light. Bye, my dear friends.